Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Well, Nikola Pekovic, a battering ram style of play, but really soft hands for a big guy. I think that combination makes him one of the most effective inside scorers in the league.
Chris Kamen's checked in for Lopez.
Into the lineup for the Trailblazers, Chris Kaman.
Now here's Matthews. He's covered closely. You know, Stephen, for Pekovic, he's not the NBA leader in points in the paint every season. He's not far off. A great post-up score. Something you see less and less of nowadays.
And even off the ball, a great offensive rebounder and finisher. He punishes you on the inside.
Batum. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal foul.
Of all the players in the NBA, maybe the only person other than LeBron who is a threat to get a triple-double on a nightly basis is Nick Batum. He just racks up stats in so many categories with such ease.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Portland. Blake comes in for Wesley Matthews. Rubio misses. Trailblazers trail by 10, and now running it up the court. Blake pushing it all the way. Lillard against Buttinger. Portland no good that time either.
And, you know, Batum becoming a much more active passer over the last couple of seasons. He's still working on his decision-making. His turnovers actually climbed as well, but the Blazers can use another playmaker on the wing, and Batum can fill that void.
That's good.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Now here's Williams. Out to the right wing. From deep three-point range, they get the rebound. And Zhang kicks to Buttinger. Pass to Dang. Buttinger against Lillard. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got his first basket. And Batum last season had some stretches with huge rebounding numbers. 2 separate 3-game spans, in fact, Steve, with almost 50 boards.
Well, you look at his work on the glass. I mean, he took it to a new level. Over 7 boards a game for the season. That is excellent from your small forward position.
That'll be 8 seconds.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. And Portland making a change here. Lights checked in. From 13, and the basket by Lillard.
Looks like he's trying to find a groove in this game. Just hasn't had it dialed in yet.
Minnesota leading by 10. Over in the corner, Williams. Lots of room. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio. Williams has got his second basket. Here's Lillard, right outside. Here's Williams, pushing it up. Here's Rubio. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. The Timberwolves on top, up by 12. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
It was pretty impressive the way they moved the ball, made the extra pass, and found open shooters that whole quarter.
Yeah, it's been a complete team effort out there. Great to watch.
On the floor for Portland, Aldridge and Lopez are down low. Steve Blake is out there with Matthews, and it's right in at the small forward spot.
Well, the season before this last one, the Trailblazers really struggled to get help from their bench. Didn't get a lot from the reserves. And while the team improved significantly last year, the bench still wasn't quite up to par.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Trailblazers ball. 17 seconds on the shot clock. 17.
That's a 2 from Matthews. And the shot no good, a bit short.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. They're firmly in control of this game.
Yep, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting
Robin
pocket
Lopez.
for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Aldridge has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Blake kicks to Matthews. A 3 ball. And it's Matthews again missing.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Pekovic with a screen on Matthews. Now here's Wiggins. He's covered by Matthews. And that one's good. Wiggins has got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves. Now timeout called by Portland.
Well, he's watching his club miss a lot of shots that he's able to make, and that has to be frustrating. So I think he's going to call this timeout just to try to see if they can be more aggressive, get them to the free throw line.
Sometimes that's the best solution for them, but ultimately I think they'll be able to shoot themselves out of this slump. But in the meantime, maybe getting to the free throw line.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Batum's checked in.
Steve Blake, a solid backup point with a winning track record. In fact, he won Florida state titles in high school and also an NCAA title in 2002 with Maryland.
Now here's Rubio. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Matthews. They get it back. Lopez passes to Batum. Blake kicks to Matthews. Shoots over Rubio. The kick out to Matthews. Over Rubio. And it's Matthews again missing.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
Rubio with a wide open look. And another three for Minnesota. And Blake, a reliable spot-up three-point shooter. Clark doesn't make a lot of mistakes offensively.
He's very reliable, a steady playmaker, competes defensively, and he's been in the league over a decade. He knows what he's doing out there.
Rubio with it. He has 6. The three. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Matthews into the lane. Aldridge. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Anthony Bennett.
Aldridge can do so many things on a basketball court. It shouldn't really come as a surprise when he switches his style up. Last year, he played a lot more with his back to the basket.
And to add what you said about Aldridge, the years before his last season, he tended to face up to the basket. Clark shoot over people, which was fine as he was so gifted.
But I think with the change to the Blazers' offensive schemes and just the way the team wanted to approach the season, they needed more of a back-to-the-basket guy, and Aldridge was as dominant as ever stepping into that role, in addition to still being able to knock down that face-up jumper.
Williams with the steal. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Gentlemen, as you know, Andrew Wiggins was taken as the first overall pick of a talented 2014 class, but should have no problem with the pressure. He's been hyped as the next big thing for quite some time. He said, I think playing at Kansas really prepares you for this. You're basically treated like a rock star wherever you go. I think that really translates to the NBA. Gentlemen.
Unlimited potential, Doris. Thank you very much. Rubio outside. Another miss by Minnesota. Trailblazers trail by 13. It's deflected. Stolen by Buddingham. And there's the strike dunk to finish it off.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And so it's Minnesota with it. The Blazers getting the bucket.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Gorgie Jane getting an opportunity late last season with Nikola Pekovic's ankle issue. The rookie responded as many people thought he would. He was just opportunity away from showing that he could compete at the NBA level.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. Free throw line jump shot. There's a big high bounce and goes in. Lillard's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Minnesota foul. Damian Lillard drafted with the 6th pick back in 2011. That pick, guys, acquired from the Nets in an exchange for Gerald Wallace. Steve, I'd say a pretty good trade for the Blazers.
Yeah, well, remember the Nets were in win-now mode. They were trying to keep Darren Williams happy, so they felt like the trade for Wallace would do that. The Blazers, in turn, I mean, they were rebuilding, and so they found the perfect deal at the right time and ended up drafting the future Rookie of the Year.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Matthews, and he throws it down hard with one hand. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this lead.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Here's Levine after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And Young kicks to Levine. Martin dishes to Wiggins. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from 14. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Wiggins has got 6 in the quarter.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Lillard misses. Now here's Wiggins. He's covered closely.
It takes a lot of skill and agility to lay it in with the defense right on you. That's a terrific finish.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Around a year ago, they converted about 78% of their free throws as a team, so pretty solid there.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
Here's Levine. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half is now in the books. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hand, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the 3rd and 4th quarters.
How about Wiggins in this one? He has 23 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
They've got Martin. Young is out there at Pekovic. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Levine in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Flip Saunders. The drive by Aldridge. Outside Matthews. Here's the 3. Pekovic with the rebound. Pekovic just got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Kept alive.
You can't let the defense off the hook. You're wide open there. You've got to convert that layup.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Portland, not the biggest market, but it's a one-team city, and these fans really support their Blazers. Coach Stott said, the fan support here is special. You can't appreciate it until you see it every night. Damian Lillard said, the fans stay behind us through good or bad. When they see us in public, it's always love.
They appreciate that support, Doris. Thanks.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Last year, the Wolves proved they were competitive. No team pushed them around. But the Western Conference, being competitive isn't enough to get you to the playoffs.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Well, the Timberwolves had a losing record of 23-29 against the rest of the West. Steve, they weren't able to stay in playoff contention for too long.
Well, injuries were a part of that, but in general, this team is still missing a few pieces before they can climb that ladder out in the West. You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Here's Levine. Can't hit. And it's Portland the other way. Clark, they're looking now at a sizable deficit.
Yeah, you know, they've got a lot of work ahead of them, but no reason to give up hope right now.
No, the game's still out there for them, but they've got to get back to their game plan and start to grind out each possession. Their low-post defense has to show some improvement, guys.
Yeah, of the last...
Look out!